better chuck it on here. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Here and there. So now, greetings OBBL. I'm just gonna let everyone have about a minute to jump on. Let the details come up on our Discord before I jump straight in. I should probably also set up Twitch so I can see if anyone has some questions or comments. Twitch, where are we? As I kill my time. So, yeah, we've got some people about to start. Alright. Twitch. This should kill enough time for people to jump on. Alright, OBBL. You should be able to see my screen. We're going to start with Ship Pit, and welcome to everyone who are going to be tuning in either tonight live or watching the replay on Twitch or YouTube. It's been a big week. It's been lots of deaths, lots of touchdowns, and we've now got odds that we can now talk about. So I don't think I can do this by myself. And considering how crazy of a week it has been, I've actually called in the experts, the big guns themselves. In this case, just one guy, but special guest, special co-host, please introduce yourself.
G'day, Jawa. Thank you for having me on your show. You do such an amazing job with this thing. So it is a pleasure to be joining you. For those who don't recognize my voice, get onto our YouTube and watch a few more of our videos. It's LukeA here, and real keen to be ripping into this one.
It should be good. And look, thank you very much for jumping into the booth with me. It's always good to have your expert commentary, and I believe we've got quite a lot. Look, you've got the, you make my videos look like amateur hour, but that's all right.
I don't think so, mate.
I just like hearing my own voice. We all know that. Where are we? Let's jump straight into this. I think I've got a date night starting in an hour, so I can't be late. What is it? Have you been paying attention? Is back on the TV, and my wife and I love watching that with a bag of popcorn.
Nice.
So
nice.
I'll jump straight into the Ship Pit, I think. Let's have a quick look, making sure. Week. It's going to be good matches all across. I had a brief look at the odds, which I think you'll dive into a little bit more. But there's some very close. There's no real blowouts this week, it doesn't look like, except for maybe one or two. But the rest are looking tight. So
yeah, absolutely.
Jump straight in. A quick look at the schedule. We'll start with the Circus and Eagles. So I'm just going to bring up the. We'll look up the Eagles first, who look like they've got a skill up coming in. Details. What do the odds say on this one?
The odds on this game, it's pretty close, but I think it's slightly favouring the Woodies, if I remember correctly. So I'll have this up. There we go. So the odds on this one.
Oh, it's a bit of actually. This is a bit of a blowout. This one.
Yeah, $1.70 or 1.70.
Yeah, nah. We're going to go for the money. $1.70. I like it.
Yeah, $1.70 to the Woodies isn't huge, but it's enough for punters to get on board, I think.
$2.07 for the draw. Not looking too bad.
No, that's I think most of the draws are close to the two. But yeah, it's interesting. Particularly, I don't think it takes into account the team
injuries.
Injuries, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm just going to bring up the team roster, and the Woodies have escaped pretty good. They've got nothing up on there at the moment, and a catcher that's Blodge with Nerves of Steel is due another skill.
Yep.
But I mean, look at that. He's got the natural one turner. He does, doesn't he? Yeah, close enough. 9 with sprint.
Yep. So he's one short, just the one push required for him.
Yep. What do you think? Blodge, Nerves of Steel, Leap? I wouldn't mind seeing Leap in there.
Yeah, he's it'd be I don't know if it's a bit redundant with the War Dancers already having Leap.
But as a ball carrier, his other two ball dancers that look like the offensive type. You put that catcher up there with Nerves of Steel and Leap, you have to blitz him.
It's going to be hard to stop, yeah.
So
bad combo.
He's looking good. Nothing really to look at the Eagles, but let's have a look. The money's not looking good for the Circus, and let's find out why. The team copped such a beating, even the coach jumped in on the injuries. And shout out to Blake. I seriously thought that was his mouth when I saw the picture. and then
Yeah,
realised
right
it was
now.
his chin. I'm like,
It's
oh,
insane, isn't it?
it should not be open that that much.
No,
So
that is
Blake
not a
out.
hole.
Blake, good luck, man. I hope you're feeling better today.
Absolutely.
Well, it can't get worse than this team at the moment, can it? It looks like the Chorfs did a bit of a number on them.
Yeah.
And the
let's
Wizard.
be honest,
The Wizard was...
you seem sorry about it. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, Joe. This is exactly what you've built your team to do.
It was great.
This is how you want. This is how you want teams looking after they've come up against you. Let's be
Absolutely, it was. It took 3 seasons to finally have that game, and it was great. Even the Wizard went, "Let's jump in on this. Let's murder someone." I'm in.
Yeah.
And his team's copped it, hasn't it? He's had to. He's losing one of his best catches, so the agility 5 catcher is out.
Yep.
He's got a move bust catcher, so he's only got 2 catches for this game, which just hurts.
Yeah. So you have a look at his money. He's probably going to buy that catcher straight back. So he'll probably have a naked catcher, I would think.
Yeah, it would be the better choice.
Yeah. So I mean, if he does that, he's got the 3 catches. But I think the biggest problem here is that there's no sidestep on any of his catches here, which means that the sideline cage with leaping war dancers is not optimal, and we know how much Blake loves to run that sort of offense.
Yeah.
I wonder now how Blake moves the ball on his own. That to me is the concern for this game. That's the big ticket item. I mean, if he's carrying it with anybody else not running a sideline cage, he's probably got a strength 2 guy with the ball. And even with the guard that he's got, if he can position it perfectly, that's still going to be 1 dice on the ball, unless he carries with his strength,
Harris,
which again has vessel, which is not ideal. So
he's going to have to, though, isn't it? Just to ensure that hopefully he can get the red dice from the blitzer. Like if as you say, if he puts it on anyone else other than Rolf Harris, he's going to be even. There's no sure hands, so strip ball's going to do a number. He's got wrestle. Yep. It's a tough game. Can he afford a wizard?
Game. He will have a wizard. So as I calculated, he'll be looking at about 15-30 when you include the journeyman.
Yep.
And the Eagles, assuming that skill is a normal, will be sitting around 1680, which is exactly 150. So that's the wizard.
Yep.
Does
could be the difference.
Yeah, potentially. I don't know. Like, when do you do it against Wood Elves, though? When does that... when they're scoring in 2 turns, it's when do you get the opportunity to... Do you know what I mean?
Do you just do a preemptive strike and just hopefully take out their best player on your drive?
Yeah, potentially.
Like, just wait for a bit of cold dice and then just go, yep, there's the hot dice, and just zap him and hope. Like, try and draw out the apothecary early, if need be, and try... I think in this game, the circus are going to have to be... I think the old saying is once bash and once dash in every game, or once elf and once orcs. Yep. I think the humans here are going to have to be the bashy team. I think he has to be aggressive and try and outbash the armor value 7 wood elves and just hope, because he's not going to win a shootout at all.
I don't think so either. I think you're right. Just don't know if he's got the team to do it. He's got the bear that might roll an extra, or he has to roll the extra skill there. So
yep, mighty blow. It's got mighty blow.
It's huge. But
frenzy.
Yeah, I don't know. If it's a double.
So I know it's. So we got mighty blow.
Extra guard might be handy in that bash game, but
stand firm.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the money's right here. I think.
I've got the woodies on this one.
I think the woodies draw. Distant second and then third. Unless you're trying to catch up on the tips, I think you go for the woodies.
Yep.
Then we've got the next game, which is just long hat versus long beards. Let's have a look. We'll bring up the racist ones first, which would be Bubbers, the Deep South. I mean, don't get me wrong, we like slavery, but Jesus.
Oh, good. He's done his skills, which is excellent, because I think, Jawa, you are looking at 11 guard players, mate.
Yeah, it's a bit overkill. Like, come on.
Well, that means that on the starting drive, mate, every single player on the pitch of Bubbers is... Oh, no, because he'll have Robert
10.
on the pitch.
Yeah, he's got 10. He's got 10. I don't know, man. I think once you get past 6 or 8, it's really just... I think you're overcompensating for something. personally. But funnily enough, the odds have got me as a slight favourite, but I still think the draw. I mean, Orfs, Dwarfs versus Chorfs. Basically, he's got how many Mighty Blow? I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Mighty Blow, 11 Guard. It's beautiful. I love it.
It's unbelievable.
Compared to mine, which is, funnily enough, I picked up my third can opener.
Yeah, you've done well with the Chorfs.
So I've got
Well with the claw.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 Mighty Blow, so a little bit less than him, but I brought 3 Claw.
Yeah.
And my ball carrier finally got block.
Yeah, it's interesting actually because the claw obviously makes everybody armor 7, but then you carry a little bit of armor 7 on your team yourself. So this one's really going to be tight. It's really going to be. I mean, if you look at the history, you've got round 3 of season 10. You guys played off, and it was a 1-1 draw. That's obviously very early in development.
Yeah.
So this one could be very, very close.
It's going to be dice.
You'll pick up a Babe, I'd reckon. There's a slight difference in TV there for you.
Yeah.
But,
and just to try and keep the people, I'm down a player, which is my block guy. I am contemplating buying another player just to have that 13 bench.
Yep.
Instead of going in with 12, but I really think if the dice go crazy like they did for me in the circus game, that's all it's going to be. If it's going to be just he'll get past me, I'll get past him, or we'll both deny each other, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw again.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is going to take something special. I think it's going to be play of the day type material that decides this one if there is a decision to be made. But,
or bad dice. If that quad skulls turns up, something like that.
Yeah. Let's hope for a cracking game.
Look, I hope he just falls over and dies, really. I don't want fun. I just want to fucking win.
Yeah, well, it's at your home ground, so the extra go for it. We won't be on Astro Granite here, so...
And no riots.
So yeah, safe money's on a draw here, I reckon.
Yep. The closest game, though, I think on all the odds, is this next one. Mad Dog versus Frenzy. $2 one, $2 and $1.99. You can't...
Let's flip a coin, innit?
Can't split it at all. I'll look at Tootie, just because he's cute. Shout out Frenzy, you know it, baby. Who I believe is missing another Tomb Guardian. He finally had to play last round, I think, 1 down, and then got him back, and then the other guy's out.
Yeah, it was a decay that got him too. It was Bradley and then a missed next game. Unfortunately, that's the nega trade, I guess.
But he's got an agility 3 thrower, leader, tackle. He's got the kickoff return.
Is it leader? Is it?
Yeah, he's got leader.
Yeah, good grief. I like
that. So 4 team rerolls. He's never wanting a reroll, really. I like his team. He's got the 4 tackle. Sometimes it's bloat, but
this game it's bloat.
Oh, this game is definitely bloat. But his team's looking good. He's got the 3 guard, 3 Tomb Guardians, and his secondary support guys are good. He's got a movement 7 blodging Mighty Blow Blitzer. A break tackle. I don't know about the break tackle. I would have liked Mighty Blow again, personally.
I don't mind it. I really don't, because you see Frenzy get bogged down quite a bit, and this just sort of gives him an option. It's not a great option, but it's an option. I don't mind. I agree with you. It probably wasn't my first skill, but I don't mind it. It gives him options.
Yeah, it's not a wasted skill, I guess.
Not completely.
it's like a 5th choice, taken 2nd.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at Stadium though. So
choices taken early.
Well, Mad Dog, I had a game with him and we're having a bit of a chat. And one of the things he was saying that he hasn't quite mastered the development of a team, like the clear, like Dwarfs, Guard, Mighty Blow. You know where you're going with some teams. Dark Elves, you get Blodge straight away. Like you know what you're aiming for. Chaos just has so many options that if you don't have a clear plan at the start, you can be a bit over the place, and I think that's probably what Mad Dog has done in the first season, and it's been just a bit of catch up, really. Because if you look at it, it's starting to look good now. Chaos Warrior, block Mighty Blow, a Blodge, block Mighty Blow. We're getting there, but just a season too late, I think, is what happened in the end.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Um,
He does have some interesting players that will make a difference. The sure hands extra arm block carrier is fantastic.
it's beautiful.
That is exactly what you want in a carrier.
Strip ball, mighty blow. I don't mind either. Maybe wrestle instead of the mighty blow.
I'm with you there.
Yep. But again, I mean,
pass nerves of steel's an interesting choice too. But I mean, it just gives him an extra dimension to his team if he so chooses it. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting.
For this one, we're playing at the Carmen's home ground, so we got the weather dome coming into effect.
Beautiful weather every day.
Absolutely, and there's a Carmen. You'll probably see them pick up a Babe, unless they were to dump a bit of cash in. I'm not sure what they would get. Yeah. They're looking at about 70,000 if I've done my maths right.
I'm going to go on a limb here. I'm going to say the draw is most likely. If I was a tipping man, I'll put it on the draw. But I think there's a good chance for Mad Dog. I really like the ball handling skill.
Yep.
He's got enough strength that he can go toe-to-toe with those Guardians.
Yep.
And there's only 3 Guardians. And the rest of that, he's always got a strength 4 blitz if he needs to try and power his way out.
Yep. And I think too that the with only 3 Tomb Guardians and that Minotaur running around,
yep.
I think that quickly has
Claw.
There's the potential, Claw.
2 Claw.
So we'll see him.
Yeah.
I think you'll see it's really only the Tomb Guardians that, and I suppose and the Blitz Rise that are at backs, but I think that Minotaur will be starting to target the Tomb Guardians, and if he loses one early,
it's massive.
Yeah.
Huge. Mighty Blow Claw, your armor fairy 7.
Yep.
And he's strength 6 on the blitz, which you just blitz. With Juggernaut, he's got the Enforcer. This is his game. This is what he's probably designed to do. So, but drawback, he's going to be targeted like a mofo, that Enforcer, quickly, isn't he?
I stand corrected, Joa. Mad Dog's chucked a bit more bench onto his team, and Frenzy may pick up a wizard there. It's 130 difference.
Unless, of course, if Mad Dog's watching this and he dumps one of those people called Rhodey.
He had 11 players as of yesterday, so he's only just bought them.
He's got 12. He's going to have one's missing. So he'll have the 12.
Interesting choices there.
I guess you...
I'm still back at Mad Dog.
I'm still back in the draw, but I think there's a good chance for Mad Dog to come out for this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright. That's the shit pit. Let's try and churn through this one.
We don't want to miss date night, mate. We can't upset Mrs.
My
Joa.
wife will fucking murder me.
We can't have that.
No.
Particularly when you've got a real run into the finals here, so we don't want to upset when you are going to be potentially playing more
I
games.
will not have a PlayStation. That's right. We'll go through some of these ones. Pass Dog and Orcs, and Orcs have just, I don't know what's happening with the Orcs, but they're $2.27 versus the $1.80 on Pass Dog.
They're wearing the Panties armor, and the Panties are wearing their armor. That's what's happening.
Both of these coaches, I think, will admit that they're having a rough start to this season. I know Pass Dog has just been death warmed up.
Yep.
And I don't know. I haven't actually had a chance to watch Frenzy's games, but from the sounds of it, going off the reports, he's just making 1 or 2 little tactical areas that easily fixable. We know he can do it. Is this the game to do it?
Well, it's going to be interesting because he's got a little bit in the way of inducements coming to him, Hedgie.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Pass Dog first. We've got the 2 werewolves who, the 2 werewolves versus Orcs. It's a dream. Simple as that. His 2 flesh golems have got blocks, so they can go, head to head with the Black Orcs. He's got 2 lovely looking whites. This is
a nice looking team.
It is. I can't fault a skill really on any of this. I like how he's gone for a bit of options. Like I would have maybe liked Mighty Blow on the second white, but stand firm guard. He's got 3 of them now.
Yeah, it's a blodge stand firm guard too.
Yeah,
so
that's
annoying.
It is, isn't it? It's just annoying. Where he's got the tackle Mighty Blow, which hopefully we can get a piling on soon.
Yeah.
Looking good. So I guess we need to look at the Orcs because I think they had a bit of a bad run last match, didn't they?
Yeah, as we flick across, interesting to see what Pass Dog does with his cash. He's sitting at 1680 at the moment. He can optimize that down to 1620, and inducements is going to be a big deal in this game.
Nearly
It's
250, 300.
Yeah, it's if I've done my maths right, I think we're looking at about 240, which I don't know how much you know about.
Star players?
Yeah, star players. The orcs can take a chainsaw for 100k,
Yep.
so
Yep.
we're looking at a wizard and a chainsaw potentially. So
I would do that. Against those golems, against that blodge white, I think you take the chainsaw. It's another body, isn't it?
yeah,
On there. He's missing the goblin, so really not moving much. He's got a good thrower. Blitzer. So he's only got 3 blitzers. He's got
only 3 black orcs
uh,
and 1 of everything else for this game.
yeah. I'm going to say the Pass Dog win, followed by the tie. I think the odds and the money's looking good for that one.
Yeah, there's a few skill choices on this one that I've been not sure about. I don't know if kick is your first choice on an orc team. There was that black grab blitzer, which was the first skill choice. I'm not sure about. And then Juggernaut on a troll, I'm not really sure about. Hedge is obviously trying some stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
And it's great to see him trying to play some different races. I'm sure he's learned a lot from this, but this team is, just wearing Amazon armor at the moment. So,
Which Amazon? Is it human Amazon armor or, the other guys? Because that's just bullshit armor.
yeah, it is the actual.
The real one. Or you can only buy in the shops. Yeah, gotcha.
That's it.
Saxon. So this is another close one. $1.97 for Saxon versus $2.03 for the passing dwarves.
Yeah,
So,
and the battle of the acronyms, isn't it?
it is. I'll bring up the dwarves because you've seen one, you've seen them all, except for the Death Roller who's not making it. Who's niggled?
He's niggled.
Niggled.
He was dead.
He died. Oh,
Was
he had a good apo, did he?
Yeah. Oh, just.
Look, he's not dead, but two shots in the kneecaps. There you go. You're back on the field.
But I suppose, a niggle on a death roller, it's like good luck getting him down to take advantage of it.
Pretty much, isn't it? Niggle doesn't mean shit.
No.
I like his team. He's got a nice blitzer. I do like that blitzer. Both blitzers actually.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
missing a Troll Slayer, that's rough.
No, he's bought him. He's replaced him. He's down the bottom there.
Yeah, but his other Troll Slayer's missing. Missing
you're
next
right.
game.
You are absolutely right.
He's not coming back. So he's missing a Death Roller.
You are right.
Hence why he's down to 1420. That's a big TV difference.
Yeah, there's only 10 players too, so he will go up to 1490. So we're looking at about 100k difference.
Yep.
Here, so what do you reckon, an APO? I almost think a second APO when we have a look at.
Let's see what he's got.
Why.
Count the claws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you buy an APO. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's what I reckon. So interestingly, the last time these two played, it was I think it was only a casual carnage game, to be honest, but it was a 1-0 win to the Dwarves.
Yep.
And the Death Roller had an absolute field day. Without that, I don't know if they've got the punch to do it. I've got the Chaos on this one.
I think Chaos as well. I find he's got 3 can openers, proper can openers. So it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how the two dwarf games go against the two teams that are designed to prime open. So it should be interesting. But I'm with you, mate. I think Storm Saxon's going to take that one down. And then
actually, sorry, big ticket item for this one. We are at Saxon's home ground, so there is a Nuffle Altar in play.
Oh, Nuffle
Altar. So you can roll the dice and I don't know. I think there's a 60k bomber for dwarves, so you can pick him up for 10 grand. And probably not sacrifice an APO. So interesting. You can probably take an APO and that little bomber. So if he wants to scum it. So
if you're paying attention, Joel, this is where you get the inside tips and the expert commentary on how to set up your team for the next round. Do that.
Well, yeah.
Seriously, take a bomber.
Yeah, that would change the landscape of the game, wouldn't it?
It stops the cage and it has to start screening. Like it just, It's hard.
I don't know if it's enough though.
It just a little bit of doubt. You just need to make him panic a little bit, and you'll be right. Last one, grave consequences. I think they picked up a win. Did
How good are the consequences going? I think they're 2-0. 2-0 to start this season.
History.
They are on fire.
They are indeed, and they've taken out Joel and Pasdog. So not pushovers.
No, they've. This is coming from a team that was coming into this season on 2 wins for their entirety. You know, he's already doubled that, and he's playing really good Blood Bowl. It's really good to watch.
Is this the group where? Is this one where no one has made? They didn't make Show Pony last season.
Yeah, no one from this group has made Show Pony last season.
If he takes this one out, let's have a quick look.
Yep.
He's looking alright. Like I said, he had a lot of issues season 1 of this cycle. So again, just like the Orcs, we've really got a 2-season sort of build. Grab, I don't mind Grab, especially with he's got the dirty player.
Yeah.
I like it. Nothing really to write home about. All solid skills. You know, Grab.
Well, he's picked up the 4th ghoul. That's new.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
It's a nice addition. Deep bench too, so we know he likes to foul.
Yep.
But in previous games, he's been carrying a few inducements, which have really helped him out. And so this game, we're pretty evenly matched now. We're sort of around the. I don't think maybe a babe is in play.
Yeah.
So last really time these two played, it was a 2-0 win to the consequences. So.
Yep. 2-0 win to the consequences. All right. I'm just having a look at Dove's map now. He's got that beautiful Croxigal, which sometimes doesn't work, unfortunately. Like, that guy really just goes, this is my moment. Oh, look at that, shiny. And then just forgets what he's doing at the worst moment. The rest of the Sauruses looking good. You got the Strength 5, another Saurus. So, Mighty Blow. It looks like that's his MO.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was the first skill taken on, what was it, Megadeth? So
2 of them, yep. Or does he go to second break tackle?
I think in this game, he'll be probably... I don't know, it'll depend on whether or not he's tooling up for this game or whether or not he's thinking long-term. I think long-term break tackle is the right choice, but then there's not a lot of long-term left in this team, is there? No,
there isn't. Controversial choice? Tackle. He's got 4 ghouls.
Yep. Oh yeah. No, that's you've spot on there. That's the money shot for me.
I think you've got to win this game. I think tackle's not going to kill you for the rest of the game. So there are other places you can use it. I think tackle would be my choice for this one. That way you've got a break tackle wrestle, a tackle block, a strength 5, and then you've got a couple of mighty blows. I think you cover all your bases with that.
Yeah, the team matches up quite well against the Undead, doesn't he? He's got the 2 strength 5.
Yep.
He's got he's got his 5 other Sauruses that match up against the blitzers and the ghouls. So he's been playing really well. He probably should have won his round 2 match, maybe 3-0, at least 2-0. He got a little greedy and threw a few blocks that stopped him from walking in without having to roll a dice a second TD, or would have been his first at that point in time. So he's playing good Blood Bowl. Yep. I still think that on form though, Pickle's got this one.
Look, I guess when you 2-0, 2-0 starting off your last season, I think you're right. I don't know, if he does take that tackle, I'm going to go draw.
That could be game changing, absolutely.
I think I'm going to go for draw. I think it's just going to be a draw. 1-1 will be my pick for this one. I think that'll be my choice. But again, the odds say it's tight, and looking at their skills, you can see why.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go to see a bunch of knobs. Let's have a look.
Easy now.
Hey, rightio. Let's. Yep, I gotcha. Sidgwick's in there. I understand.
Yeah, right.
Shit, Brog was in there. Oh, there were so many choices. Commies as well, mate. I had so many different targets. Oh, fucking Covey even. Damn, you guys really all suit this, don't you? This is me coming from the shit pit. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm from the shit pit, mate. That's the beauty of these. Who we got? So, I've been watching Buttonfly. Shout out to Buttonfly. I've been watching a lot of his Twitch and jumping on and having a bit of chat to him as he plays his Skaven on Twitch. Very engaging, likes to talk a lot and explain what he's doing. So just a bit of a plug for his Twitch if you haven't been watching it. Jump in, have a bit of a look. It's well worthwhile when I'm been painting. Having said that, he's going to be absolutely fucking annihilated by block. So we'll have a look at him first, Buttonfly. Let's have a quick look.
So obviously, as you pull that up, he's got the one turner, and I'm yet to see it be effective. So I don't think I've seen it score yet.
He has talked about it though on his stream. He realised that he forgot he had it, which because he streams so much, he's been playing a lot of different teams. One of them was a different Skaven team. I think he just forgot that this team had it.
There's a little feature that you can, I can't remember which stick that you press down, but it turns the skills on for you.
Bottom left.
That way you can't forget what you've got.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Highly recommend it. I highly recommend it, Buttonfly, because if you're claiming that you forgot, mate, you don't forget a one-turner.
No.
It's like the unicorn that we all chase.
You get excited every time you're about to play the team, don't you? You sit there and you go, I'm going to score 2 touchdowns. How? It doesn't matter. I have 2 turns. I pick up the ball. I make a touchdown. What turn is it? Who gives a fuck? It's whenever I want it.
Exactly.
You're right. Exactly. And look, we'll see how it goes. I think this would be, if he does remember it, if he does do it properly, and he's been playing a lot of Skaven lately, this is going to be a nice shootout, I feel like.
Well, I hope so, yeah.
I really want to see a good 4-3 sort of score. I want to just see left, up the field constantly with these guys. He's got Red Ogre with guard. Yep, that's fine. You don't activate him. He's got guard still. And he's got the tail. So just run him into a bunch of guys and just don't activate him. That way he doesn't go stupid. Tackle are piling on. I like both of these Storm Vermins against Wood Elves. A Blodge Gutter Runner, and that Gutter Runner is just sexy. Sweet Sid. He's got 2 very beautiful Gutter Runners.
Yeah, he's just picked up block on him too. So
yep. He's got kick and a fantastic thrower. So he's got everything just to go, yep, touchdown. But can he defend? That's going to be the big one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see what he's going to have to defend against. I'll tell you who he's not going to defend against. A very good War Dancer.
Nah, it's just a newbie.
Just a newbie who turned up and knocked himself out.
Yeah, I'm Bobby Dangler.
Bobby Dangler. Mate. Welcome to the big leagues.
Yep.
So, for Treeman.
So this is interesting. 11 players for the Woodies, no bench.
No bench.
And up against 3 mighty blows.
And a piling on.
Yep. That could be big.
I think the piling on is going to be massive. It's like mighty blows, isn't it? It works, and when it doesn't, it's just fucking disappointing.
Yep.
Again, agility 5, 2 agility 5s, blodges, guards. It's even. I feel. I think
there's a tackle each, a
kick each.
Big.
They both got kick.
Devastating throwers.
Yep.
I think both of them throw on. Oh no, he's agility 5, so he's throwing 3+ long bombs. Compared to the...
no, the other one's got strong arm and accurate.
Yeah,
so I think it's
agility 5 though.
Oh, 5, yeah, so...
Agility 5 and accurate, so...
Yeah, so +1, yep. But I mean, we're really, sure, his movement's 7, you're not really doing that many long bombs, you'll be fine with that.
It'll be 3s most of the time.
Freeze anywhere you want to go. I like it. I think this is a very hard game to pick. I think Broganetti, with his experience, I think if you had to pick a winner, I say Brog. But it's going to be a great game. I hope this comes up at a time where I can actually sit down and watch it. But if not, it'll be on YouTube, guys. So jump on board.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm backing Brog here. I just think he's got form on his side.
Yeah.
I think Button's still got a bit to learn with Skaven, which you're saying that he's probably picked up a few things in the last week or so, which hopefully he has. But
doing about 3 games a night with Skaven.
It is. Yeah. Well, fingers crossed he's picked a few things up because I think he's going to have to bring his A game to beat Brog.
Yeah. I think the one thing we also have to mention about it is, and I think you've brought it up a few times, this is a very hard league. We've got some really good players. Like, I play against you guys, and you finish your game and you're like, I'm fucking depressed, I'm useless. You play against 5 other people on tabletop or on CCL, and you win them all, and you're like, hang on a sec. You know, there's really not that many. Even basically everyone's very good or can beat you on this league, and it's great.
Yeah.
So
that's why I don't. It's I'll spin it positively. That it makes the Lonna's run of 16-2-0 even more impressive, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. And five championships, or 4 championships.
It's at least 4, if not 5. Yeah.
I think it's 5. I think you lose track. I mean, he's got more rings than fucking Michael Jordan. So, let's jump through. My wife is probably going to murder me soon. So, Cedric and Luke Adrian. All right, look, we'll just say you're going to win, and we'll skip to the next one. And Commie's not going to. And Commie's going to throw his remote. There you go. We're done. We can speed it up. Nah, look, let's jump in. Luke Adrian, we'll have a look at your team first, mate. And I poured out a bit of my gin for you, mate. And then I picked it up and drank it because you don't waste good gin. But the 2 monsters are dead.
Yep.
2 strength 4. Look, was it to a surf? I didn't get a chance to watch it, but was it a dodgy little surf?
Yeah, I had so it was turn 16. I was trying to go for a 3rd TD.
Yeah.
Ran a blitz with a different player who rolled double 1s.
Yeah.
And on a go for it, and which left my thrower on the sideline. So Kobe promptly put him in the crowd, knowing that he wouldn't get star player points from it. And did what Kobe does.
Yep. Just went. This is for you. This is for you guys. Oh look, you can be salty.
I'm sad. I am sad.
Oh, you should be. Anyways. Like, it was a good character, but never mind. We've got some more people. 2 Skavens. You still got the 2 good blitzers. You still got the Warpstone Troll that forgets that he has claw.
Yeah, he's been better. He got 3 casualties in his previous game, so
there we go. It looks like a lot of people are turning this season. Everyone's starting to wake up.
Team's starting to play, and I'll have some inducements for this game, so it's not all doom and gloom. But until you turn to Brog's team, sorry, not the Brog's team, to Zid's team, then you sort of see that it is a little doom and gloom. I loved the 2 heads. I played at Eucalyptus Bowl against a team with a few 2-headed goblins. Holy shit. That is just... 3 of them are starting to make a difference.
It's fun. But let's have a look at Sid's. Chaos Sid's. No more Bretonians, so... built this to beat Brog, and I think he got pants 4-0, 4-1? Something.
Was to nil, I think.
Yeah. But hey, he had fun. That's what matters. What have we got? So tackle. 1 tackle. That's not too bad. You've got the double heads.
Yep.
Fuck Retodians. I love it. Absolutely love it.
There's 6 strength 4 guys on this. It's practically lizards with claw and
agility 3.
Stronger skins.
Yeah. It looks good. I do like it.
Frightening.
Yep.
I suppose the only doubt, or the only, I suppose, hole in the team is that you don't have a dedicated ball handler. But when you can put it in the hands of a blodge sidestepping strength 4 warrior.
I think Timmy the Terror is that designated. Like that movement 5 doesn't matter, as you said, when you've got that much strength 4. You got 6 strength 4 and effectively a 7th if you blitz with another baseman. Like that's a lot.
It's insane.
3 mighty blow. Your troll could be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, he's got the 1 claw mighty blow. So I suppose there's the other thing too, that he's going to have to make a decision on who he blitzes with. Does he use the block tackle to go after the goblins to try and get the numbers advantage, or does he just go after my troll and whatnot and try and put the numbers into those players? He'll have to make decisions, and then ultimately those decisions will decide whether or not he's successful or not. So
I think it comes down to you, doesn't it? It's what do you present him? Because you're going to have to, something has to be flapping in the wind from time to time. You know, a screen has to go up. So you could pretty much dictate, it's goblin bashing time. In which case, if you know you're going to do that, you could take out his tackle piece. And I think that's what I'll be looking for if I was Zid. Who are you targeting? Are you targeting my claw or are you targeting my tackle? Because that will give me an idea of what you're trying to do. Because if you hit my tackle man first and quickly, I know that you're going to be leading with those goblins. So you're right, it's going to be tough. What do the odds say on this one? I think you're a bit of a favourite, aren't you?
it was slightly favoured.
$1.88? Yeah, $1.88 to 2.13.
I think it's based on Zids' record. So this team's got a record of 4-4-10, which is not awesome, and Zids is a better coach than that. So,
most of it was in casual carnage, and he didn't care. He was literally he just went, make a touchdown, whatever. I just here for SPPs.
Exactly. So I think that the odds on this one are a little bit fluffed due to that record. So.
Yeah. It's going to be tough. It's going to be fun. Does the tackle work? Does the claw work? Or can your guys just run rings? Because I don't think he's going to be able to lock down your guys that well.
It's going to be interesting.
I'm going to say, probably still you. I think despite his going well with Chaos, I think, you've got a little bit more proven record with this team. Which leaves us Kobe versus Commie.
This will be a cracker. I can't wait for this game.
$1.80 to 2.22. The outsiders being the vampires. And let's have a look. Ooh, we've lost two of our good thralls. So Sure Hands is gone. Strip Ball is gone. And he's managed to pick up his vampire to get Blodge now, but they're just...
So he'll be carrying four loners into this game. Unless he does something. So we're looking at, if I've done my maths right, we're looking at about 290 of inducements.
How much is the other count? 330 something, isn't he? He's a lot.
Uno momento, but I think Commie will factor in a wizard.
Yeah.
He's already had one which was this.
He takes Eagle. He takes there's a zombie sort of character that he takes as a star player.
Thrall. Yeah, the thick skull regen Thrall.
That's the one. Yeah, he takes him.
He's only 90k or something though.
So that's 240.
So, yeah, so that's maybe chuck a baby in. We do have the beer stand in play here. Commie's home ground, Kobe's home ground. Sorry. So we're looking at +1 for Surfs. Yep. Both teams having frenzy is really interesting for that one.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. Where is he? Oh, that's fine. I'm trying to find North. Nope. Someone else who only lost 2 games, both being the grand finals, and went, nah, this is not for me.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
No.
Let's have a look. It's a nice build. The white, a Blodge white. I don't think he needs another guard. So
no. I reckon that might be tackle yet.
I think so. He keeps forgetting to buy a tackle, and he probably will forget to buy a tackle this one. Yep. I won't be surprised if I see Mighty Blow, actually. He should take tackle, but you're going to see tackle, because especially with a blodger, you run him into the middle of someone, chuck a tackle on him, it's not that easy to get rid of. A bit like that stand firm guard white that we saw. I think tackle will be just that bloody annoying. I can't knock him down, and if I push him, I can't follow up. He's got everything he needs. He's got
a nice team. That agility 4 Wolf is really handy.
Yep.
It really does change the way that team plays. It's a lot of movement,
but
with agility 4. It's beautiful.
You can't rely on the guard because you know that the zombies might pick you off with a hypnotic gaze.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the werewolves, I love Necro. Everyone knows I love my Necro. Until they made 2020 Necro, in which case my models are packed up. But I think the werewolves, they're going to have to do the damage. If you can check out just one of those vampires, he's in trouble.
Well, now that they're all Blodge.
Yeah. He's got to get that tackle.
It's going to be hard. And just a point to note, Comey has taken 11 casualties in the last 2 rounds and has not lost.
He's
took
very
six
good.
against. He's very, very good. He took 6 casualties against me, two of which were vampires, and he still managed to pull a draw. He'll have a wizard. He'll potentially have maybe one on the bench, depending on what he does with the rest of his inducements. This one's a tough.
They're two good coaches.
It's going to be a blinder.
I'm going to say draw because I can't tip either way. To be honest, it's hard.
Yeah, I've gone Kobe, but I think I'm regretting my decision to go Kobe.
As you said, Comey can just make. It's hard to beat him.
Make things happen.
It really does. I've had him on the ropes so many times. I think I've had numbers of advantages, and then next thing you know, he makes a touchdown. And you're just like, how? I don't know. So
have a look at his last touchdown that he scored against Buttonfly. On I think it was turn 16. He went coast to coast more or less with Vampire. It was beautiful. It was damn near play of the week, but yeah.
There you go. And then the last one we've got. This is the bye round, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got the Hurricanes having a bye.
Excellent. Are they the ones that did the 4-1? Who?
Yes.
Yes. So they get a good rest week, and Baldwin I think again my time has just been hard, and I wish some of these guys would stream and then chuck it up on YouTube. It's very hard for me to watch it otherwise if we can't get it on YouTube. But
yep.
So he's out. So we've got. I'll save that one for the moment. We'll go to Lima and Baldwin first.
Yep. Okay. So we're at the Superstars of Smashing Home Ground.
All right. So let's have a quick look at Lima. Again, I'm so glad he's back.
Isn't it great,
mate? His silky voice.
Particularly watching him serve it up to Lona's last round was.
Was it a draw?
No, I don't think. No, he wasn't able to. I mean, I think he did 5 casualties. Pushed him right to the limit, and Lona's still managed to walk away with no permanent injuries, nothing to, like no mark, and pulled the 1-0. But I don't think anybody else has been able to stop Lona's offense. And Lima's come back and done it with Ogres. It was very impressive.
Beautiful. And I can see why. 2 Ogres with block. And 4 break tackle. That's beautiful.
Isn't it though? It's a good looking thing. 2
diving tackles. And I love that the Nobbler with sprint. Or is that sure feet? Let's have a quick look.
I think it's sure feet.
Sure feet, yeah. I love it. A legitimate 1-turn touchdown right there with a throw teammate. But we'll see what he's up against, because these high elves, from what I understand, just don't know how to roll 2+.
Yeah, they know how to roll skills though. This has now got 8 players, 5 guard. Picked up a 5th one. He's almost got as much guard as you do.
It's disgusting, isn't it? He's got more than the Joel's dwarves.
It is. Unfortunately, the rest of the team suffered because he's only got 4 block players, 1 wrestle, and 4 dodge. Which that's not a lot of defensive skills against these ogres who are going to be getting dice.
Is it too much? Is it too much guards, considering how these teams going? I think so too. I mean 3.
When you've got guard like doubles for me on a thrower, I'm taking strong arm. I think that's
high elves as well. Yeah, high elves and pro elves, you take that strong arm.
That's for me, I think so. And then when you've already got 3 or 4 on the list, if a catcher rolls it, I'm taking Nerves of Steel.
Yep. Absolutely.
I just don't think he needed, particularly because of the way he sets up and the way that he runs a defense. He's not getting into scraps, and his team doesn't have the blocking skills to be able to get into a scrap for that guard to become effective. Yep. So I think it's bloat. And I think it's going to hurt him. I don't think it'll hurt him in this game. I've got him to win this game comfortably.
It probably hurt him last game, to be honest.
I agree, absolutely.
Like, all that guard versus another high elf, we've done nothing. Well,
no.
Well, 1 guard, yeah, you get it, but you're not doing the dwarf or chorf sort of guard wall, really, are you?
No.
It's going to be an interesting one. He can. I don't think you can stop the touchdown from the high elves. And he's got. Look, the guard might actually come in handy versus that much ogres without block. I think target an ogre, get your guard, get him down. But it's going to be rough. You can't stop the Nobblers. I don't think he had much tackle, did he? If any.
No, he's got one tackle, and then unfortunately for him, it's on a wrestler.
So that just doesn't work, does it?
Not ideal. I mean, it's great for getting. Okay, he should be able to get a run at the ball carrier if he can hold out some of the ogres.
I would have liked that if that was strip ball instead of tackle.
Well, that's on the other high elf team. The other.
Yeah, I think a catcher with high elves, you need a wrestle strip ball. I think they're perfect for it.
I agree. I was the first one that I built when I built Pro Elves, and it's very similar mentality. So I think it's really important.
It's gonna be rough. I'm gonna go Lima, and the reason being is I think he's gonna have 6 strength 5 with 2 with block and 4 break tackle. That's rough.
It is rough.
I'm gonna go Lima, but look again. The draw is the safe bet, but you never know. High elves, if the Nobbler fails to pick up that ball, those high elves will pick it up and run it in.
Yeah, so, I think for me it's Baldwin here. I think that he's got the agility 5. Who is going to have a field day.
And Nobblers don't do anything with tackle zones, really, do they?
Nah. They'll affect the pick up of the ball, but not a dodge.
Yeah, but you just run through his screen. No big deal.
So for me, and the other big thing to consider is that Lima is coming off you would say that as much as he played it beautifully, he's still got the dice to support that play against the Lions. And the opposite could be said for Baldwin. He was coming off an absolute horror dice round. Matt played exceptionally well by Baldwin's own admission. You saw the comment that Matty played really well. But unfortunately for Baldwin, he was up against a player who was playing really well, but also rolled a heap of ones. So that was not ideal, including his wizard, which was another sherbet wizard, which we don't want.
I know I'm useless with names. Which Matt is the Matt that you know?
My brother is the Matt we're talking about.
Oh, he's your brother.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. It's your brother. There you go.
Yeah.
Alright, and that's the High Elves. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I knew there was one of them. I was pretty certain it was Mr. M, but there you go. Look at that. Yep. God damn it. I hate it when brothers are good at the same shit. It's just fucking horrible. I used to play against nice brothers who both could paint and play 40k well. Fucking horrible.
My brother can't paint.
Never.
So there's at least that.
Yeah, there you go.
On that one,
you got it covered. Alright, I guess we go to now the last two. So I'm going to bring up the Goblins because the champion gets to get the last say.
Yeah.
Greendale, he came back, really shout out for playing Goblins for 3 seasons. It's right up there with Vampires, isn't it?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I don't have that sort of fun bone in my body.
Well, he's going to have some fun with this game, I think. I think he is going to have some fun with this game. Only because he's going
to buy.
We're looking at 5-10. 5-10 in terms of inducements.
Whose home is it? Hang on a second.
It's the Panties home ground.
Oh, so, that helps.
So it does help, but I still, if I've done my maths right, that's still enough for Ripper, a Wizard, and 2 bribes.
Just do it, man. Do it for us. Take out just 1 Amazon permanently.
Just the friggin'
just kill one.
Mighty Blow one.
I don't care. Just kill one. Just see if they bleed. That's all I ask. I don't think they even get... Oh, actually, I'm not going to save it online. Never mind. That is a bad, poor joke. And I'm better than that.
He's doing this to the competition, though.
He is. Let's have a look. I love it. He's built it... I think this looks like exactly like the team I took on the tournament. He's got the 3 wrestle line women. Perfect. That's what you do. They're your defensive players. So when you've got the ball, those girls come after you. Simple as that. And they take you down.
Doesn't mean much for Goblins, though. In fact, it probably hinders him against Goblins.
it does, because you really want the block in that one. But he's got the dodge. He can run away just as much as they can. They can do it better.
Yeah, he can run away a lot more than you would expect. This team dodges really well for an agility 3 team.
Oh,
my experience with Ag 3 dodging is not as good as this team seems to pull it off.
In Eucalyptus Ball, I think I failed only 1 dodge in 6 games, and I did a lot of dodging.
That's lucky, my friend.
Oh, it's bullshit.
Max would say otherwise.
I'm well aware of that, but you'd be surprised. It's just a 3+ with a reroll. You feel confident with that. You obviously don't make it your first play, but it happens more often than not. Unlike the 2+. The 2+ is just horrible. But what have we got? The Blitzer with Mighty Blow piling on.
5 guard.
Oh, so he is as good as a high elf team, which is still better than a dwarf team. And just behind my dwarf team. Fuck these guys. Yeah. Good on him. I like it though.
I mean, it's really hard to move, isn't it? With the wrestle, the sidestep, the stand firm. It's just
fend.
It supports and fend. Yeah, and the fend. Yep. So it just supports his positioning. I mean, he puts them where he puts his players in good positions. We know that of Lonners.
Yep.
He places his players really, really well, and because he's got those skills, the stand firm, the sidestep, and the rest, it just means that he's dictating the position on the pitch.
Yep.
Positioning doesn't necessarily.
You only get 1 or 2 blocks as well. It's really hard. Like normally you can just jump into their face, as you said, try and make them go for those 3+ dodges to get out. But for some reason you end up having the 1 blitzer maybe a block, and against blodge it doesn't work, or against wrestle you drop. And it's like Jesus. And as you said, he moves up 3 more squares, he gets his little cage, and then he's got 2 stand firm guards in your way, so you can't follow up. It's hard.
It is hard.
And I think.
But a stunty goblin doesn't worry about that.
No.
Who has a chainsaw? That's a lovely blitz. For the wizard, that's another lovely opportunity to break a cage.
Has he got a bomb?
He does have a bomber. So there is multiple opportunities to bust up traditional cage play here for the goblins.
Yep.
They're an outside chance.
And the odds, I forgot to mention the odds. For Lima, $3.31 versus $1.43 for Borwin. So no wonder I'm bad at tipping. And this is actually not too bad. Like, I think Lona was $1.02 last match. He's up to
I got you covered.
Yeah, don't worry. You have to put him back in his place every so often. Stunty doesn't work with chainsaw.
Pronunciation's the way to do it, but okay.
Oh, I'm shit out at pronunciations. Inside my mind though, it sounds perfect. It's just when I actually pronounce it, it's horrible. But the guy that plays Amazon is $1.42 versus $3.37, $2.39. So it's the draw's even a bit of a outsider. So until he loses or even remotely looks like drawing, I'm going to say the guy that plays Amazons is going to win. Yeah. Stuart jumps in. Stunty doesn't work with chainsaw. It's written into the Stunty skill, and shame as that would have been awesome. So he's not going Evil Dead.
Who pointed that out?
Luke Stewart, the guy that plays goblins.
Thank you for that, Luke. That is very, very handy. Very good.
Games Workshop ruining all our fun. I want to see that guy Stunty through with a chainsaw.
What?
With little googly eyes on the edge.
Why would the guy have Stunty? That's silly. Anywho.
That's it. I've made it with about 2 minutes to spare. If I'm lucky, I might not sleep on the couch. I might actually get to sleep at the end of the bed.
You might even get to throw a leg over.
No, I'm married, mate. That doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, does not happen.
I'm with you. That's why we play Blood Bowl, right?
Absolutely. And paint.
That's it.
Look, thank you so much for jumping on. It's been great to get your expert analysis. You've done some very good research, more than what I do, which is literally turn it up and go, let's read it together.
It's been a pleasure, mate. Thank you for having me on.
Easy. Guys, to everyone else, good luck for round 3. May all the dwarf teams fail miserably. and everyone else have a good game.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.